Northern Illinois gets the first serve of the night. And we are ready to go here in the Mid-American Conference Championship game. Malia Gable. And we are underway here at the Convo. First point of the game is going to go to the Bobcats.
And right away, we see Karin Bull running that nearly zero tempo C set right behind the setter. A little bit too quick for the NIU defense.
Karin Bull has led their team in blocking this year, but when she does go to the attack, she's hitting .333, and there's the answer for Northern Illinois. Tiara Austin, just a 5'8" junior. Michelle converted from a middle blocker in her high school days and now the Mid-American Conference Player of the Year.
Yeah, I can only imagine what kind of middle she was in high school, skying above just about everyone. Coach Gooden said she touches the rim, which is 10 feet. An incredible task for a 5'8", 5'9" player.
To the outside, Zielinski had her first touch. The Bobcats from the back row. Gable with a nice diving dig. Kosarik blocked. And again, that one a little bit long. The Bobcats getting a couple of good back row attacks for Mallory Salas. Ohio gets the point.
Yeah, an important part of both of these teams' game is the back row attack, the big set, which comes up through the middle. That one was just long, but a net foul gave OU, or Ohio, I'm sorry, the ball back.
2-1, Bobcats. There's that slide attack. Allie Lake, the redshirt sophomore out of Lakota East High School. She makes it 3-1 Bobcats.
The most dynamic set in any volleyball program's repertoire is the slide. As you're running as the blockers are trying to shuffle, and there's just no contest.
They go back to Austin.
On the side for the kill.
3-2, side out for the Northern Illinois Huskies. And we should make mention, Michelle, these two setters tonight, so accomplished. Gilliland for Ohio and Pookie Gonzalez for Northern Illinois. They are among the top active setters in NCAA Division I in career assists.
Yeah, again, the MAC is showing its depth in terms of NCAA Division I. Gilliland has been Player of the Year. Gonzalez is now. See that kill there, someone who will be possibly a Player of the Year in Kosarik. But yes, very accomplished setters, very accomplished players across the board tonight.
Well, Kosarik, after the kill, serves it long.
Something I noticed earlier, Tiara Austin obviously seeing something in the Ohio defense down the line. She scored twice there, and now she's in the back row, but don't think you won't see her attack. They use the BIC just as much as Ohio.
Brooke Coleman checks in for Ohio in the back row, replacing Kosarik. And they go to the opposite side, and Mallory Salas buries that one. 17 kills in the semifinals, and that's number one tonight.
Yeah, you take a look at that replay. Again, the quick outside shoot set below the height of the antenna, second tempo, too fast for the Husky defense.
Nice block by the Bobcats. There's Austin trying to go with the change-up there and didn't get quite enough on it, so the Bobcats jump out to a 6-3 lead here in set one, just underway in the Mid-American Conference Volleyball Championship.
Yeah, previous play, you saw Austin actually approach too soon on the back row attack, tried to roll, and there, the slide attack, properly prepared for by Ohio.
Gonzalez for Radke. That's off the block and folds in anyway. Jenna Radke, the 6'2" junior out of Buffalo Grove, Illinois, all first team performer.
A little bit quiet in the semis. Coach Gooden certainly hoping that she has a more consistent night tonight.
Well, she just served an ace. So a kill and an ace immediately for Radke. There you get a look at Dean Webb, second-year head coach of the Bobcats, former head man at Belmont and East Tennessee State, as well as starting his career at the NAIA level at Indiana Wesleyan. Boy, a big windup there for Allie Lake.
Coach Webb very high on Allie Lake, and you can see that one was just strength to get through the block put up by Northern Illinois.
Lake at 438 in the semifinal. Northern misfires. Mary Grace Kelly.
Yeah, Coach Gooden spoke to us last night about some inconsistencies in the semis. Probably not really thrilled right now because it seems like kind of having the same issue, being out of system a little too often for his taste.
Kelly dug out by Ashe. Another chance, and Ashe is there again.
It's like another net violation, the second here early on Northern Illinois. However, they did go ahead and pick up that attempt to score by Maggie Gilliland. Saw that 9 times in the semifinals from Gilliland.
10-5 Bobcats, set 1. Nice block by the Huskies. They play on. Great job by Ashe. Salas dug out by the Huskies. So Ohio collects another one. That's 11-5, and a timeout's coming up here for the Huskies. 24 wins, 6 losses on the season. Serve sent over. That one is off the block and out of bounds, and the Huskies respond. First time tonight that we have seen their fine freshman Meg Wallowitz check into the lineup. She's in the front row, Michelle, and a force.
Yeah, and Coach Gooden has to be happy with the result of that timeout, where I'm assuming he talked about the inconsistencies that he was seeing and the miscommunication on that last quick attack. One of the hazards of running such a quick offense, but then his fine setter comes back and uncharacteristically misses a serve.
12-6. Salas serving. Nice quick decision by Gilliland. Even out of system, they're able to convert. 13-6.
Not the first time we're going to see that out of Gilliland, as she is lethal when she's in the front row, which she is now for 2 more rotations.
Gilliland yesterday, 6. Make it 8 kills in the semifinals. There's a big hit for Zielinski.
And Zielinski off to a good start. You can take a look. She's almost at the pin before Gonzalez even sets the ball. That's how quickly they run the slide, and meets with cross-court success.
Gable serving again for the Huskies. Kasorik. From the back set, great block by Kasorik. Well, they saw both sides, both pins, Michelle, and finally the finish by Karen Bull.
Yeah, we'll see the slide attack quite a bit tonight. Both teams do it very well. You take a look again, a great transition step footwork there by Karen Bull. One thing I want to point out, I want to watch the matchup, the blocking matchup with Zielinski on Salas, or I'm sorry, Kazorik, and see if that ends up allowing NIU to have some success at stopping Salas.
Well, to the service line for Northern Illinois, their fine libero, Anna Brereton, the sophomore out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, 30 digs in the semis. Kasorik aiming for the line, and she got it.
I have to imagine there, with the fact that she was able to hit the line, that Zielinski is making the choice to block cross, although I do see her reaching line there. Again, the fast tempo of Gilliland's shoot set allowed Kazorik to swing line.
7-point lead for the Bobcats. That one off of Kasorik. Nice swing for Zielinski.
Yeah, and there's the other side of that matchup, is Kazorik having to block Zielinski at 6'4". when Kazorik isn't quite 6'4". So we'll see how that matchup materializes.
Paige Dock and I at the service line. Now they go cross. We saw an array of shots from her in the semifinal, Michelle. We've already seen it tonight. The line, now the cross, right into the back corner.
Yeah, Coach Webb said when she hits high, when she reaches to the height of her arm swing, she can hit it anywhere on the floor.
Austin a second chance. Tipped over. Well, Allie Lake.
Yeah, great little beach move there. The roll shot that really caught Northern Illinois standing a little bit still, thinking she was going to hit the ball. Really nice move.
So 17-9, Bobcats set one. Off to a great start. Michelle, you have to feel that playing in this building, and I guess it goes without saying, the Bobcats are going to be a little more comfortable, even though it's a tournament situation, but being able to be here in familiar surroundings, what do you think that means?
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, and the fact is that one of the things that we talked about in the Open, a key for Ohio was the speed, and they have shown that so far.
Take a look at some of the regular season numbers and how these teams stack up, Michelle, and you can see some of the very interesting similarities, especially in attacking.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they both are very proficient, if not mastering the art of killing the ball. NIU does it really well on a national level as well. The thing that stands out to me is the difference in digs, with Ohio leading by about 400, and that's because they simply don't let anything hit the floor.
They can definitely frustrate teams by just continuing to play everything up, and eventually, many points, they just outlast the opponent.
Oh, there's no doubt. And the fact that the player of the year in Tiara Austin is hitting against one of the best defenses, we'll see if she's able to pick her spots, see if they can get rolling, because certainly 17-9 was not what Coach Gooden had in mind.
These teams met once during the regular season. Northern Illinois took that victory in DeKalb, 3-0.
And he felt that they, in his words, punched them early and at home. So again, he felt that home court advantage played a role, but a fast start, which unfortunately, in his mind, hasn't happened here tonight.
17-10, they do get the serve back. Austin at the line. Salas, Gilliland, and back to Salas, dug out by Brereton. Great dig in the back row by Ashe. Austin will set it up. Nice block right in the middle. Shelby Walker, who has transitioned from an outside to a middle just in the last few weeks for Dean Webb, and that has paid big dividends. It certainly did on that point, Michelle.
Yeah, she's a fine blocker, which again serves her well, whether she's in the middle or on the pin. And there, Mary Grace Kelly couldn't quite get herself above the block. Now there she comes back towards the block. Coach Gooden was pretty honest, saying she's still struggling getting back to her full jumping power after an ankle injury. But again, you see there she does a nice job, all right, of powering through the block and out of bounds.
18-11. Ohio by 7, first set. Northern with the serve. They'll go to the outside again, tipped over by Salas. You saw her vertical leaping ability there. She'll try it again. That one's across court and in for a point.
And I think Radke, who is not someone who plays in the back row unless she's in there in the serving rotation, all right, was a little too shallow here. You can see Salas just a thumb down, beautiful cross-court shot.
Gonzalez setting up the middle. Wallowitz turned away by the Bobcats. Wallowitz another try, and that time on the slide.
A beautiful decision by Gonzalez. Looked at first like she was going to attack the ball, set a first tempo slide, and an easy kill on the power tip.
And a great look by our net cam there.
I mean,
Excellent work.
Yeah, the replays are fantastic. Allow us to do our job even better.
Salas off the block.
Salas with the kill.
We asked Dean Webb about her vertical leaping ability, and he told us right there around 9.5, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I think he actually said 9.10, which is only 2 inches away from the rim. And again, she's a little undersized, just like Austin, but jumps out of the gym.
Gilliland, Kasorik. Brereton saves it. A great job by Ashley. The libero play in this match is going to be off the charts.
Yeah,
that one is just long.
Yeah, the libero play is what we knew it would be. And also the setter play, excellent. Gilliland attempting the deep tip. She was out by a couple of inches. Take a look at Coach Gooden there. Very active, talking to his players the entire match. Typically carries a towel with him on the sideline.
I have a feeling he'll get that before too long. It's a little warm in here tonight. Ray, a former men's player at Ohio State. He has built quite a program at Northern Illinois. He's in his 14th season, 264 wins. Salas coming from the back row.
And they're coming out of what many teams call red, which is the right back. She serves, she comes up in transition. And again, the leaping ability allows her to put the same velocity on the ball that many outsides put in the front row.
Meredith Ashe out of Louisville, Kentucky, misfires on the serve. That's a break for the Huskies. They needed it. 21-14, first set here at the Convocation Center in the Mid-American Championship match. Short serve, Kasorik tips. Huskies on the attack, Austin. Open space in the back corner.
And you see her second level jumping ability as well. And again, that's her third kill just in that spot alone. And she's seeing something as she's in the air down the line against the Ohio defense.
Austin averaging a little better than 4 kills per set during the season coming into the tournament.
You can see again trying to pick on that line with a deep roll shot.
Brereton is there on the attack by Salas, and the block point by Kasorik.
We have a case of blocking.
Kasorik not only showing what she can do offensively, but did a great job against the bigger Zielinski. And look on the replay at how far her hands, led by the heel, were pushed over the net. It's perfect technique.
22-15. Gilliland back to serve. Gonzalez for Austin, or their go-to player, MAC Player of the Year.
I think that Ohio, and again, if the second set gets closer, is going to have to address Austin's ability to score on them down the line, and might shift their block, might go back and forth with it. I'm sure they have different schemes to try to change up what Austin's doing to score.
Takanai into serve. Zielinski goes to the bench. That one is in. Just caught the line.
Now that's a beautiful job of Gilliland actually taking the ball before it crosses her body. Hands fully extended, arms fully extended, really setting the ball quickly.
Free ball on the return. Lake. Great dig in the back by Gable. Salas. Very tough to defend when you give them that many chances, Michelle. They had a chance to stay right in system. Now they're at set point.
Yeah, it's one thing when Salas hits at Radke and makes her miss, but Salas hit the ball so hard that the libero, Anna Brereton, isn't able to handle it. But again, they come back with a service error after a big kill.
So Kasorik misfires, and the door still cracked open for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, they've dug themselves back in, but again, it's going to be tough here as Ohio needs one mistake or one kill.
And there you have it. Serve goes wide, and Ohio takes the first set. 25-17. Your final here in set one. The Bobcats trying to pull the upset over the #1 seeded Huskies. Stay tuned. Set number 2 coming up.